Hello everyone. Today I'm going to share the story of Dagrs with you. And first I will introduce the key features of Dagrs, and next I will share the core concepts of Dagrs and the use cases and the performance of Dagrs, and last I will introduce my team. Okay. Dagrs is an easy-to-use, high-performance framework that follows the concept of flow-based programming. It's designed to simplify the development of complex asynchronous applications by providing convenient programming interfaces and robust task management capabilities. And our site is dagrs.com, and you will find documents and logs over there. Next, core concepts of Dagrs, that is flow-based programming. Flow-based programming is proposed by J. Paul Morrison from Canada. He came up with this idea while working at IBM. And when he was simulating the traffic flow at a gas station in Montreal, he thought that what if we regard data flow as traffic flow and make the working nodes work together like the gas station? This inspiration was finally implemented for the first time in the system of the Bank of Canada and created a software legend that has been continuously running for over half a century. And a study published by ACM in 2004 proves that FBP can shorten the software development cycle. Flow-based programming proposed by Morrison effectively reconstructed the early program control method, allowing data to be passed between different applications in the form of streams, allowing programmers to write functions that perform specific actions and then use the network to define the relationship between functions, so that we can execute these functions concurrently and pass data between these applications. And Planck, one of the important founders of quantum mechanics, of course he is not a user of Rust, but he once said a truth about scientific truth. A new scientific truth doesn't triumph by convincing its opponents and making them see the light, but rather because its opponents eventually die and a new generation grows up and that is familiar with it. Nearly half a century has passed since Morrison first discovered FBP, and programmers who worked in the early days of the von Neumann era are gradually dying out. And instead, a new generation of programmers who are frustrated by the shortcomings of the traditional paradigm are gradually growing up and are willing to try new things. Of course, I am one of them. Flow-based programming treats the program as a black box network and achieves communication between different work nodes through predefined packets, flowing asynchronously in channels with limited capacity. FBP is actually a special case of data flow programming. The common modes supported by flow-based programming includes merge or compare, split or duplicate, sorting, and subroutine, and other patterns. Next, I will display some use cases and the performance of Dagrs. Dagrs is currently used by Xiaolong, a company from Germany that designs automated safety systems. The system enables automatic collision avoidance for material handling equipment and enhancing operational safety and efficiency. For further details, you can refer to their YouTube account or their website. And next, we evaluate the performance of Dagrs by running benchmarks on the RustStream bench. RustStream bench is a benchmark suite that focuses on streaming applications run on multi-core environment. And it contains 4 different benchmarks. The first one is microbench that doing some mathematical computation. And the second one, bzip2, it simply compresses and decompresses some files. And image processing processes a group of images with 5 different filters. And the last one, eye detector, it detects the eyes in the face with an input video. Oh, sorry. And this is the experimental results. When I was preparing the PowerPoint of this page, my mentor came in and asked me, "Oh, looks like the stock market doesn't go well," and I asked him, this is our experimental results, of course. Yeah. So anyway, the experimental results demonstrate that as parallelism increases and the workload scale, Dagrs progressively narrows the performance gap with other frameworks, and even outperforms some of them in specific scenarios. Notably, our evaluation accounts for the time required to construct Dagrs' workflow graph. It is a critical factor that often overlooked in runtime comparisons. These findings suggest that Dagrs achieves competitive efficiency in parallel task execution while maintaining flexibility in workflow construction. And last, Dagrs team. These are the main members of the Dagrs team. Mr. Ma is the owner of Dagrs project, and he is guiding me to complete this job. Yeah. And Mr. Feng is my mentor, and he is also very interested in the progress of Dagrs. And I'm Xiaolong, a second-year master's student. And Xue is my junior, and he has also made important contributions to the Dagrs project. Here we welcome everyone to express your opinions on Dagrs, and you can also join us to improve the performance of Dagrs and design new features for it. That's all my presentation. Thank you.